What's bracking, guys? Welcome to this video where we will see what happens if you constantly get fired in FIFA 22 career mode. So basically, if you haven't seen my first videos, basically what happens if you offer big contracts or low release clauses in FIFA 22 career mode, because the big issue last year was renewing contracts. If you offered a big contract that was bigger than most of the players on the team, you apparently would cause unrest and get fired. And also, if you offered a low release clause, you would get fired. So that is what I did here. Starting out with Manchester City, I did offer Ederson basically a €1 release clause. Contract was terminated right away. So we'll move on. We'll actually take a look at some of the teams we can go to. We can go to Ligue 1. We can go to La Liga, Bundesliga, another Premier League team. So we'll go to Norwich and see what happens here as we now offer the same thing. We're gonna do the $1 release clause, €1, $1, whatever release clause throughout, so we get fired right away. I was actually gonna do what happened, like how many times can you get fired in one season, but I done the calculations, and it's basically you can get fired and then rehired like every 2 days. So it's about like 150 times you could do it is actually what I kind of calculated later on looking at things. So we at least have a couple of Serie A offers still, and we're gonna go with Brentford after getting fired for the release clause. We're gonna offer Tony the release clause now and see what happens next after this. So yeah, I think it's interesting to see how this all works, because it seems like there's a pretty clear code that we're going to start to unlock as we do offer Tony that €1 release clause, and we will see us getting fired right away, and we'll see what offers we get now. The offers certainly have changed a lot from since we left Manchester City. There's a lot less offers, mostly championship sides. It's all championship sides and one Premier League side in Norwich, who we just left. So they hired us right away after we got fired, and the wages are exactly the same on our sheet, so which is interesting. So I guess the game voided the contract we offered him or something. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna offer him the same contract, basically with the same release clause, and see what happens. So huge wage also, just to see what happens. I mean, you can see, if we don't get fired for a release clause, we're going to get fired for the huge wage. Either or is going to happen. So move on, we do get terminated again. And you will see that pretty much, I think it's like an endless loop that you turn into, because now our only Premier League offer is Brentford. And you can see we have Venezia and I think it was Salernitana in the Serie A. So we're going to go back to Brentford. And you can see again the contract was basically voided. We offered him, I think, like 500K, and now he's at 46. He's back at 46K, his original wage. So we're gonna offer the release clause again, no extension, and we'll see if getting fired leads to Norwich still wanting us back for a third time. And so yeah, I mean, we could always go to a championship club next. We'll see if we have any other offers still from clubs outside of England. So we'll get fired again, and we'll see what happens here with the offers terminated, obviously, very quickly. Still Norwich, and now just championship clubs, just Coventry City, and I think it was Luton Town. It was pretty much just a few championship clubs in Norwich. So we're not going to go back to Norwich because that's a dead horse. So basically, we see only one. You just go in like endless loop of the league you're in. It looks like at one point, if you're not in England, maybe is what it seems like. So we end up offering the same contract here to a player on Coventry City. The same style contract, low release clause. We didn't really go overboard with the wages because it doesn't matter. The release clause is clearly what makes you get fired right away. And we'll see what clubs offer us now. It's going to be different for sure. So League One clubs, one championship club in Blackpool, and an Eredivisie side. So we're going to go to the Eredivisie. It seems like you essentially just get relegated down the league system, no matter where you're at. So I'm guessing if you start in Germany, you just keep getting relegated down. Or if you start in England, you keep getting relegated down. So, example, if I went to League One side, I would maybe get another League One side offer me after I get fired, and then after that would be League Two sides, and then I would just probably be bouncing back and forth from League Two sides. We'll see right here why. I just hit the mic. I'm really stupid, and I talk with my hands. I don't know why I talk with my hands. I'm not Italian or something, but move here to the Eredivisie side in Cambuur and see how things go with this whole job offers and release clause thing. And yeah, I'm curious to see if we get any offers from like any sides in like Scandinavia. I almost said like anywhere in America. So we get terminated, obviously. And now I think we are stuck in an endless loop. We only have one job offer from my fellow Eredivisie side. So basically, the only way to get out of this loop, obviously, would be to overachieve with the side, to the point where we get a manager offer. We get an offer from somewhere else. If you want to continue to try to find offers. So looks like we may be stuck in that loop. We'll try to see if we can get out of it after we offer this contract. If maybe like we'll get an offer in like Poland or MLS or something. Now I don't know. It's a bit interesting to see how the whole system works for sure. But yeah, if you want to see more just real little experiment stuff, experiment type of videos like this, certainly let me know. So we'll just kind of organize the wages. You see Alexander Brunner's actually on the club. Go to the contract negotiations, do the same whole €1 release clause mess, get fired, and see if we can get out of this loop. It seems like this loop we're going to be stuck in it forever. And it just kind of shows probably needs the coding needs a bit of fixing. If you are essentially just getting relegated, once you get fired, you just get like relegated again. So yeah, same club again offers this, just like this happened with what just happened with Norwich and Brentford. So the wages of the player who we increased did not increase. So again, that shows that they just kind of void the contract, I guess, once you get stuck in this loop, or maybe what you actually offer doesn't matter contract-wise once you leave the club. That's something interesting to think about. Or I guess getting fired like voided it. I don't know. That's weird. So we get terminated again, and it's unfortunately the same club again. So we're stuck in this endless loop forever, and that is sad. That is how Buttocks Eater's managerial career is going to continue to be stuck with this side until you can maybe get another offer or something like that. And taking a look at the money issue, basically nothing changed with the with the wages that we offered the player before. No wages have changed. So it's pretty much an endless loop, guys. That is all we will go over here. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Like I said, you pretty much can get fired constantly. You'll obviously never go jobless and manage your career mode here in FIFA 22. So don't worry, man. We got some job security in here. But that just wraps up the video now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little bit of experiment thingy, and you'll see again, then this loop has not stopped. I'm not replaying the footage over and over, man. This is just what continues to happen on this game. Same place. So like I said, you pretty much can get fired about 150 times is what I calculated. If you're curious about that, just basically look at the calendar. I counted every 2 days of the calendar for a season. So about 150 times. I mean, thinking of the math for like a year also, a calendar year. I'm not the mathematician, but that's just about how it is. With that, though, thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like button. I love you. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.